Hello and welcome back. Tonight on the bench we have a Colt Government Model chambered in 38 AMU. And what is a 38 AMU cartridge, you might ask? Well, in the late 1950s, the Army Marksmanship Unit at Fort Benning, Georgia was experimenting with 38 special wide cutter revolver cartridges for feeding through a modified 1911 A1 platform. And as you can imagine, the wide extractor rim of the revolver cartridge caused many feeding problems, and to overcome this problem, they reduced the rim diameter of the cartridge and also milled an extractor groove. This solved the problem and the 38 AMU was born. And this box, as you can see, is a full box of 38 AMU ammunition. Now we'll go ahead and take a look at the cartridge, and you can see the wad cutter bullet is basically, it's seated right up to the very mouth of the casing, and then there's also a slight crimp on this casing. And then we'll go ahead and just take a quick look at the head stamp here. You can see 38 AMU on the bottom and Remington UMC. Now there were two manufacturers for the 38 AMU cartridge, and these manufacturers were Remington, of which we have the example here on the bench, and there is also Winchester Western, which I believe you can see an example of that in another video I did that featured 5 different similar cartridges to this 38 AMU and a few other different cartridges. So anyway, we'll go ahead and take a closer look at this pistol here. Now the government contracted Colt to produce conversion kits for the Army, and the conversion kits included all of the components for a complete slide. They also included a magazine with a number 3 slide stop that was required in order for the magazine to function correctly and hold open when the last round was fired. Now Colt also made 380 complete pistols for the Army, and these pistols were produced in the 38 Super serial number range. Now the pistol on the bench is an example of one of those pistols, and this of course is also found in the 38 Super serial number range. Now this particular pistol shipped May 23rd of 1962 to Sergeant Major Hewlett L. Joe Benner at West Point Military Academy, and there's a web page dedicated to Sergeant Major Benner, who died December of 1999, and it lists some of his many achievements over his long military career. And some of the highlights were he was the pistol coach at West Point from 1953 to 63. He was one of the initial U.S. Army Marksmanship Hall of Fame inductees, and he was a 15-time Army Pistol Champion and a 6-time National Pistol Champion. And Sergeant Major Benner's greatest shooting achievement was in 1952 when he fired a world record to win the rapid fire match at the World Championships in Oslo, Norway. And then 2 weeks later he won the Olympic gold medal in the free pistol event at Helsinki, Finland. And there are many, many more achievements listed on the site. So to say the least, Sergeant Major Benner was one very talented marksman. So now let's take a look at the pistol. You can see here that we'll take a look at the roll mark first. You can see here we have the Colt 38 AMU automatic here with a rampant pony on the side, and then we have a counterweight that's been bolted to the frame. The frame's been drilled and tapped, and then we also have, hopefully we'll be able to see this, you can see the hex head for the set screw for this adjustable trigger here in the front, and then we also have a stop for that here in the side. And then we also have some really nice stippling that's been done to the front of the pistol here on the front strap, and it's very well done, gives you a great purchase on the pistol, and just holds real well in the hand. And then here we also have, as you can see, Bomar sights here on the rear and front, and you can see the sight combination makes for an excellent sight picture there. So now we've seen the exterior of the pistol, and we'll go ahead and take a look at a side-by-side comparison with my government model that I've used so many times as an example pistol here on this channel. And we'll strip both those pistols down and take a quick look for those of you who are interested in seeing some of the internal differences of this 38 AMU to the standard Colt Government Model chambered in 45 ACP. So give me a minute, I'll be right back and we'll take a quick look. Okay, so here we are. We have the pistol disassembled as well as my demonstration pistol over here. And we're going to go ahead and take a look at the slide here. And as you can see, hopefully you can see down in there, the inside of this slide has material removed, and you can actually see the extractor down in here. And then on the other side over here, there's also material that has been machined out. And this is just pretty much in a small curve here. And then also, what else would we like to compare it to? We have a lot of the material moved down here forward of the locking lugs in this machined out. You can see it here compared to the 45 ACP barrel, where the machining starts just forward of those locking lugs. And it's obviously a pretty thin wall down here on the top of this slide. And then what else? I think that's pretty much it for the slide. And then we'll go ahead and take a look here at the barrel. And the barrel on this, as you can see, has only one locking lug on the 38 AMU, whereas you can see this old Colt barrel here from a 45 ACP has the two locking lugs there on the top. And then I might add too that this bushing is of course obviously different for the smaller diameter barrel, but it also has a difference in overall length. Plus, it is exceptionally well fit. I had to use a a bushing wrench to get this bushing out of there. And then last but not least, you can see the magazine has the beveled piece in here to help with the smaller cartridge. You can see what that looks like, and then you can see the top of the follower up here and what that looks like. So there you go, some of the differences between the 38 AMU and the 45 ACP when they're taken apart. Alright, I'm going to reassemble these pistols and I will be right back. Okay, so there you are, the Colt Government Model chambered in 38 AMU and the history behind the development of the pistol and the cartridge by the Army Marksmanship Unit at Fort Benning, Georgia. And as with almost all the pistols contained in this collection, this pistol has a story with it, a little piece of American marksmanship history and its connection to Sergeant Major Benner. So that concludes tonight's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for tuning in and watching, and have a great evening.